For the past few years, there's been quite a bit of content on social media centered around lack of friendships. It seems most of us have been in the same situation at one point of our life. I've seen countless videos of people from girls and guys from all generations, 20s and 30s and 40s, all confirming an issue that seems to be affecting us all. Where are the friends at? Are friend groups really a myth, or is there a bigger issue at play? I stumbled across this video that really resonated with
First
me.
time in my life where I don't have a group of friends. I really don't. I don't have any group of friends that, I'm texting to hang out on the weekends or I'm making plans with. Now everyone I interact with are people that have really shown me they are the people that want to be in my life. I get really sad about it sometimes because I'm like, wow, I don't have a group of friends to just talk to and feel like I'm a part of. But I'm starting to be okay with that because now I know the people that I do have are in my life for a reason and they want to be there, not just because we're in this group. In reality, you're not always going to have that big group of friends, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's so funny. If you take a group of 10 girls and break it down, there's 4 of the girls who don't talk to 6 of the other girls. There's like 2 or 3 core groups of like 4 people. And then there's people who are like, have one best friend in the group, but really don't spend time with anyone else or like actually hate other people in the group.
You're not going to be liked by everyone, and it's okay that you don't have a million friends.
One thing that really stuck out to me at the end of that TikTok is when she said, it's okay if you don't have a lot of friends. You can accept that. You have to basically accept that everyone just isn't going to like you. And that is true. But there's also one thing that I feel like people don't also talk about, and is that sometimes friends actually block you from making other friends. And I'm gonna give you an example. I moved to a new state and I actually got very lucky, and I met girls within a month and a half of me moving to this new state. All of my friends from my previous state I've known for years or even went to high school with. So this is my first time putting myself in a situation where I had to actually go out and meet girls and try to like become friends with these girls. And so a month and a half in, I met like about 5 girls and we all started hanging out. There was one girl there's like 1 or 2 girls in particular that I actually started hanging out with quite a bit. We would hang out once a week or once every other week, go out. And she had already been living in the state for a couple years now, so she had already had a solid friend group. And I would hang out with her friends all the time, off and on for about 10 months. And although her friends were cool, I could never really see myself being close to them. It wasn't that I felt blocked or anything in that moment. I guess I didn't realize it at first, but I just never really saw myself being that close to them. So I would hang out with them, but I never felt like, oh, I need to be really close friends with that person, until about 10 months into hanging out with this girl consistently. One of the girls that we were hanging out, one of her friends brought another girl in, and that girl brought a friend as well, and we all went to dinner one night. And the next day we had like all planned to go to this like margarita taco thing where you like drink all day and go to different bars. And so that same girl, that new girl that had just moved to town with her boyfriend, she had came to that event, and then we had spent literally all day together, and me and that girl actually ended up clicking. And so by the end of the night we exchanged numbers, and she asked me if I wanted to go hang out with her the next day. I ended up not hanging out with her that day, but then a couple weeks later she asked me to go to this party with her, and I ended up going to this party with her. And then after that party, a week later, we were all supposed to meet up for brunch with my friend that I've been hanging out with for about 10 months. And when we were all at brunch, the girl started talking about how we hung out that previous week and how we got really drunk and all that stuff. And my friend literally, like, her face changed, her energy shifted. She ended up leaving early. It was just so shocking, mind you. We're all grown women. So I was kind of confused, and it wasn't like I was hiding, hanging out with this girl, and we're all grown people, and I'm new to this state. Of course, I'm trying to make new friends, and this girl is, of course, trying to make new friends. But about a week later, we ended up meeting up for happy hour, and she ended up telling me that she felt betrayed by me, and I should have told her that I was going to hang out with the girl, and she should have included her. And so it turned into this like territorial thing, and it actually ended up ruining our friendship. And so I ended up losing a friend in the midst of trying to make a friend. And so I say that to say that a lot of this time, I really do think that this time of allowing people to fall away is necessary, because we're in this age of Aquarius where our souls are expanding, and we're not gonna be like previous generations where we're holding on to toxic relationships, holding on to toxic friendships just because we're codependent or need someone. I think it's just it's intolerable to be around people that are not of your same frequency. And although I did love my friend and I did enjoy the time that we spent together, it was clear based on that situation that we were not of the same frequency if I can't hang out with other people and I have to report those things to her. And so although it was a loss to some degree, it really wasn't. It was kind of a gain, because at the end of the day, this person showed their cards, you know? And I think that's why we kind of have to start seeing these things as a blessing. I think being alone is a blessing, because with alone time and isolation, you start to realize what your wants and what your needs really are. And then when those good people come in, you're able to really communicate those things, because you spent enough time with yourself to know, okay, what do I really want? Am I this social, or do I need this, you know? And then you also learn how to fill your own cup up and fill your own needs up. I go to the movies alone. I go to happy hours alone now. And honestly, I have fun. I end up meeting new people. I end up meeting people that are like 60 years old and talking to them about marriage and stuff. So there's just so many great experiences that also come from being alone. And I think we put too much hype on friendship. And I think that to some degree it is a myth. It really is. It's probably a little bit of a programming that we probably think that we should have, but really we don't really need too much of it. Maybe we need a good 1 or 2, 3 good friends, and then we're good. But let me know what you think in the comments. What are your experiences? If you like more content like this, please like and subscribe. Bye.